Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Trix and I make content about spirituality, philosophy, personal growth and the day-to-day life of an autistic person who wants to find their place in this world. And in today's video I wanted to talk about how to feel content while you're still figuring out your dreams. Because that's the stage I am at for the moment. And I wanted to talk about how you can feel content. I think that's the best phrasing. How you can feel content whilst you figure out what else you want to do and what more you want to do. So here's a little bit of my own story. I live currently on government support due to my disabilities, so I don't have a full-time job, and that can be kind of like I don't have anything to do, meaningful thing to do in my day-to-day life. So I'm trying to figure out things to do while being in this situation. For example, this YouTube channel is one of my hobbies, one of my things I do to find meaningfulness. Is that the word? But to find something to do when I not have a job, because I can't work a full-time job due to my disability, and that's just a fact that I have been evaluated by my doctor, by multiple professionals in the mental health and physical health as well profession, and they have all agreed that I'm not capable of handling a full-time job. There's where I'm at right now. And so I wondered, what should I do with my life when I don't have a job? I can see this in two ways. I can see this as one, I don't have a purpose, I can't do anything. And I can see this on a complete opposite, or something in between, of course. But I can see it also as, now I have the time to do something deeper with my life than just... I'm not saying that working isn't important, because it is. Most people need to work. And I think if I could, I would rather work than anything else. I would work a full-time job if I could. But now when I don't can do that, I must figure things out in any other way. And then I choose to see it like this instead. I have now the time to focus on my spirituality, for example. I have the time to focus on making YouTube content without any pressure. I have the time to do things I enjoy and to find other things that are meaningful. When I grew up, I wanted to be a doctor, actually, and later I wanted to be a psychiatrist. But now where I can't work, I maybe can help people in other ways, like this YouTube channel. So that was a little bit about my own background, about feeling content with what you have. My background being I can't work, and I'm autistic, and I have other disabilities that makes it that way. But I want to talk about how we can feel more content in life, even if the life is not perfect the way we want it to be. And do we really need everything we think we need? Like all the material stuff and all the achievements in life, do we really need everything we think we need? That's a that's a question I want to ask you. Do you really think you need everything you think you need? And it can be everything from achievements to more material things. Do you need everything? Do you need to be at the highest tier in your field, in your job and in your career? Do you need to be enlightened in spirituality? Do you need to reach full enlightenment about everything there is to know? Do you need to be that enlightened? Do you need every achievement in the world? Do you need everything you think you need? Money can certainly buy happiness to some extent, because there is evidence of that money can buy happiness to some degree. Like if you are poor or live in poverty, or if you have a decent amount of money and you can live comfortably. So yes, money can buy happiness to some extent. But beyond that, it's really up to ourselves. Beyond that baseline, it's up to ourselves what makes us happy. I actually think, and that this might be somewhat controversial, I don't know, but I actually think we need less than we think. We need less than we think we need. Hear me out, and here's why. I have written here, so I will read that out, I will read here just to make it easier for me. We live in a day and age where we think we need everything to be happy. We don't, because our brains can't tell fake happiness from real happiness. Unless we are depressed or have mental health issues, we can actually choose happiness to some extent. But of course, that doesn't mean we shouldn't care about inequality or striving for inclusiveness, because we should. The thing is that happiness is often something from within. When you have your needs met, then it comes from within. Elaborate more on this, what I said here, because I truly think that we need less than we think we need. With that said, I don't think everyone have to be a minimalist or that everyone need to have the bare minimum. Not at all. It's just that I don't think we need that much to be happy. That's what I think. And happy, when I say happy, I mean content. I don't mean being euphoric all the time. I mean contentment. When I say happiness, I mean contentment. And I don't think we need that much to be content in life when we have our basic needs met and when we are mentally stable. I don't speak about like mental health issues or living in poverty or inequality and stuff like that. I don't speak about that right now, because these are things I can talk about in other videos. And I already do on this channel. But some things that makes me feel happy is making these videos. So maybe you as well should start like a hobby channel like I have done. And other things that make me happy is playing solo Dungeons and Dragons and writing on my book projects, doing digital art, playing the piano. These are just some of the stuff I have written here on my iPad. Do I really need to make any of these to a professional level? No, I don't, because contentment comes from within. And then if my YouTube channel grows, then that's great, but to be honest, this is for me to get my voice out. It's a place for me to share myself. Another thing is that I think we confuse society's expectations with our own definition of happiness or contentment, because it's not the same. I think that. So I really want to challenge you to think about what happiness or contentment is for you, not for anyone else. Do we really need to have a life purpose or plan? I actually saw on Facebook from Transformation Academy, where I have got my life coaching certifications, and they posted a picture. I can insert it here, and it said something along the lines, sometimes you don't always need a plan, sometimes you just need to let go, or something like that. Sometimes you don't need a plan, you need to let go. And it was something about not needing a plan, because sometimes you need other things, like letting go and giving yourself time. And that was what I had been thinking about for this video. That a summary, a conclusion, we actually need maybe less than we think, but that doesn't mean we need nothing. We need to be minimalist or live on the bare minimum. That's not the case I'm making. I just think we overestimate what we need to be happy. Because I have felt that I need a job, I need a career, I need this and that, and I need to have an impact on the world, and I need to help everyone and everything in every way possible, and I need to have a legacy before I die. I need to have a legacy, leave a legacy behind, and it's actually, if you think that way, that's a burden. That's too much for any person to be happy or content. It's too much to think about all these things and still be happy and content. We can't be happy and content if we think this way. And that's ultimately what I wanted to say in this video, because I don't think we need to think that much about happiness and contentment. And this is not to belittle depression or belittling anything like that, because I know how it is to have mental health problems, because I have those myself. I just offering another perspective about what happiness is and what contentment is, and maybe we should reevaluate rather, if we need everything we think we need, and if we actually need less. I don't know. This was everything for today's video, and I hope you like and subscribe, or leave your comment down below what you think about everything of what I've talked about. And yeah, I see you in my next video.